Alright, what I got here is a swing cylinder off a Case Backhoe. First off, I want to say if you're new, welcome. If you would, go down there, consider clicking that subscribe, turning the bell on for notifications, and giving this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this sort of content. These cases usually have a locking screw in between the gland and the tube, and this one does not. We're going to see if this spanner will break this loose. Oh, that's a pleasant surprise. That's not often the case. Starters, we'll take the gland out. Alright, get her where we can turn it by hand. Alright, get her loose enough. And then we'll just pull her out. I don't know if you can see it in there or not, but there's some rust in here that we're going to have to clean up. That's usually the issue with case construction cylinders, is those threads get all rust pitted, corroded, seized, and they're a 50-50 shot if they come apart easy or not. So I got an 1.5 inch socket here, 3/4 inch drive. Got it on my Ingersoll Rand impact, and we hit it. Alright, go ahead and remove the piston. Then we'll remove the gland. Clean the rod a little bit there. Now go ahead and remove the seals. Start on the gland here. We remove the O-ring. Remove the backup, which that thing was broke. Remove the U-cup. Right there. And this one has a buffer. Remove the buffer right here. And the wear band. Right there. And lastly, out of this, we'll remove the wiper. Usually there's enough of a gap you can get a screwdriver in under here. So take a screwdriver, get it under there, and twist. And wiper's out. Slide the head to the side, grab the piston, and remove our piston seal. This is more than likely the issue along with the rod seal, but this piston seal does have some jagged edges there. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull the piston seal. Okay, remove the piston seal and get back to resealing. Got the piston and the head cleaned. Start off putting our seals back in. Start off with the piston first. Two-piece piston seal. Put the expander on first. Right there. Then I'll put the Teflon seal on. Usually you can start these in the groove and just work it that way and push it down. And where that's stretched a little, I'll take my seal clasper, tighten it down, and I'll set that to the side. Alright, now our head. Flip it upside down. Start with the backup ring here. This has a concave side here. It goes towards the pressure. So the concave is facing towards the top. Make sure it lays flat. Then the O-ring goes on top of it. And that concave side sits on the back side of the O-ring and backs the pressure. That's why they call it a backup ring. Next, we'll take our wear band. Go ahead and collapse it and work it in. Alright, next is our buffer. It goes in that bottom groove down there. I'll take here, I'll push one side in like this, get it started in the groove, and then just push it down in. And that's what that looks like. Next is our U-cup. It has a bevel on the bottom that faces towards the pressure, and the orientation it'll go in is like this. Since the rod, all the pressure's on this side. This one's a little stiff. May have to get the installation tool, but we'll try it like this first. Basically start it the same way as the buffer. And hold with your thumb here and just work it in. And that's to that point. Get a bigger screwdriver and basically just work it in, avoiding the sealing lip. And that should look like that. And lastly, our wiper. I can take this socket or a socket and walk that in. Walk that in a little bit more to where it's seated all the way. Alright, now we're ready to put it back together. Get us some grease. Put it in here on the U-cup and the wiper. Now we'll take and put it on the rod, start it at an angle, push. Sometimes these are going easy. We're going to have to hit this one on a little bit, jar it past that U-cup. So I got a socket here, sledge, basically that little bump. Got us on there, take our excess grease, put it on our O-ring. Now we'll take our clasper off of our piston, and as you can see, that's seated that piston seal. All right, we'll take and slide our piston on the rod like that. Take and put some 121 thread locker on the bolt. Get it started. Take our 1.5 inch socket on our 3/4 inch drive impact. Put that on there and run it. We'll put some grease on our piston seal here, and we'll remove the rod and set the tube back in. We got our tube up here. I took and I cleaned this up best I could with a wire wheel on a die grinder. Take a little bit of grease and lube this up in here. Grab our rod. Be careful for the cast iron ring. Kind of walk it around. There it went. And push it in. Rotate it until you feel that O-ring start to catch, which it's doing now. Then we'll take our spanners and we'll tighten. Okay. Take and hit that a little bit, snug her down all the way, and that's it. That thing's resealed. Now we'll just plug it. This one does have a set screw, which I'll do this off camera, but this does have a set screw, similar setup on the butt end as the Gland, and it's got an O-ring. It's got an O-ring and a backup that goes on. So I'll take that out, install that, and that's it. And basically, that's all there is to a Case swing cylinder. I'll get this thing cleaned up too, a little better. But that's it for this one. If you got anything out of it, consider going down there, clicking the subscribe, turning the bell on for notifications, and giving this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. Till next time.